Fashini. Peter Fanish wasn't very happy either.
I don't think any of the victory players were. Anyway, the ref's decision is final. Yellow card for Fashini. And a free kick for Melbourne Hearts. Within range too. And David Williams deliberating. Melbourne victory wall is set. Degantic to try a curler, but deflects off the wall and behind for a corner.
Gee, that was a low percentage option. And he was hitting it to the side where Ante Kovic looked to me like he was going to be favourite. Almost unbackable favourite, given his form at the moment. Would have had to have been something special from this man, whose set pieces have been okay so far without being stunning.
That was probably in the former category.
Michael Moroney's delivery into the penalty area has been really poor tonight. He's certainly let Melbourne victory off the hook on at least 3 occasions.
The victory just haven't been able to find any rhythm, Harps.
Well, what they're doing better in this half is pressurising Melbourne Heart. Start of the game, Melbourne Heart were enjoying all the territory. Well, victory said, blow that. We're actually going to increase the intensity as much as we can. See if we can pick up our share of possession in Melbourne Heart's half of the field, which is what the visitors were doing at the start of the match. But that's a really cheap turnover.
Turnovers from both sides.
They are missing a link. Melbourne victory in their midfield. How to provide the ammunition to the front four is the question that's yet to be answered.
Is that answer Carlos Hernandez?
Well, your front four become a front five very quickly, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, possibly if Carlos can.
I'm not saying you play all of them at the same time.
But the point about Carlos is he can do that job if you put an anchor on him and try and, I don't know, deflect his natural instinct to go forward. He can be the puppeteer in the midfield. I've got no doubt in my mind about that.
Here's Degantic. Fabio tidying up. It's a good release too, but Solorzano just straying offside.
Very bright start to the half by Fabio.
Troy to Williams. Who is going to blink first in the derby? Clear foul by Harry Kewell, who was playing virtually in the left fullback position there.
Well, Michael Moroney, that's a favourite move of his, is to roll defenders who push up tight, and he uses the sideline well. A couple of turns and is away. Kewell fouled.
Another free kick for the Heart. Can they make it pay? Wayne Schroyer was there, way by the victory defence. Germano back in. Lee Broxham tries to get it away to safety. Down goes Fashini, no foul. This is Wayne Schroyer. Hart really threatening here. David Williams towards the far stick. Fabio's there. And eventually volleyed high up into the air by Harry Kewell. Now Broxham wins good possession for the victory. Chance for them at the other end, perhaps. Rojas, oh, Solorzano just couldn't steer the header towards goal.
Not already. You make the personnel comparison, Simon, and in Solorzano, Melbourne victory have exactly what Melbourne Heart have been lacking. His natural gravitation is towards the money spot of the field, and that's around the 6-yard box for the cross to come in, which is got a lot of promise on it from Marco Rojas. Solorzano can't quite adjust his run, but he could easily be the difference. They've been surviving off scraps so far, Melbourne victory, but so lethal in counter-attack. And he's just the man to spring Melbourne Heart's defence if he gets another chance.
Clint Bolton, who's had just one save to make.
Well, this has been a much better second half from Fabio at left fullback. I think it's probably fair to say the translated words of assistant coach Kevin Muscat probably still ringing in his ears from half-time.
Well, he's got good pedigree, hasn't he? Ex of Flamengo and Newell's Old Boys, Criciúma, big clubs in South America. Has just told me, Harps, he's got a bit of a look of Vincent Kompany about him. Can you see that?
Well, it seems to me, Simon, that everyone that shaves their head looks like everybody else.
It would be easy for me to say, it's easy for you to say that. Rojas steering it into the path of Solorzano. He's held up by Curtis Good, but he'll take the corner.
Well shepherded Curtis Good. Just got beaten once in the first half by Archie Thompson, but otherwise he's been excellent. It's the second corner conceded for Melbourne Heart. The victory looked to profit. Kuehl to swing it in.
And the victory fans trying to ratchet up the noise. Kuehl goes short to change the angle. It's not a great delivery. Will come out here for Brebner. Thompson offside. More frustration for the victory support.
Archie clearly offside. Good decision. He was onside to the position of the defenders.
Is this the chance for Giancarlo Solorzano? Oh, and Bolton has spilled it and then grabs hold of it at the second attempt.
What about the pass from Harry Kuehl? Instinctive, with a beautiful curl. And Solorzano looking to wriggle his way into a shooting opportunity. Bolton nearly obliged, but Melbourne victory have got a head of steam at the moment.
Perhaps for the first time, some sustained pressure, but now Kuehl is penalised. And well, he might have been lucky to escape a yellow there for kicking the ball up in the air as well. Temper's just starting to rise, perhaps, on Derby Day. He's played in plenty of these big occasions before: Liverpool, Everton, Galatasaray, Fenerbahce, Leeds, Man United. You could probably count that one as well. To await their first goal of the season.
Well, it's a struggle. It's a real struggle here, but just get the sense that Melbourne victory are coming into the contest. They only had fleeting moments in the first half. And they're starting to get the better of the arm wrestle here in the second.
Foul on Colosimo by Solorzano. Colosimo certainly knows he's in a game with Giancarlo Solorzano, and he's had an impact. for Sheeny. Throw in for the Heart in front of their noisy supporters. The City divided tonight, but not on the score sheet as yet. And that's a goal kick. Andy, I think it's probably fair to say that the last result either coach will want this evening is a draw.
Nil all at that. And Melbourne Victory desperate to trouble the score up for the first time this season. For their part, Melbourne Heart will be cock-a-hoop that their leaky defence seems to have been shored up this evening. Conceded 5 goals in the first 2 games.
They've been rarely troubled tonight. To go. It has been overall a much better performance from Melbourne Heart than we saw against Perth Glory at Amy Park last week, and they really struggle for any fluency at all. Here's Fabio. Too far for Thompson. Rojas with the touch. Solorsano forced a little wide. Thompson waits. Bolton gathers.
Well, again, most of what's been good about Melbourne Victory is summed up in this passage of play. Terrific intercept from Fabio, and then he launched the counter-attack. The crossfield ball was helped on its way by Rojas, and then the danger man, as far as I'm concerned. The circuit breaker, most likely. Solorsano looking to find Archie Thompson.
Fabio. It's not quite had the drama of previous Melbourne derbies yet. There has been plenty to enjoy. And Melbourne Hearts to make their first change. The Brazilian Maicon. Very cool, losing his rag momentarily before rediscovering his composure. 25-year-old Brazilian Maicon. Found they're going really tough against Perth last weekend. Well, he wasn't alone in that, in the red and white. Left on the bench this evening. We're told it's going to be Alex Terra that will be the man he'll replace. Meantime, this is Wayne Troy. For Thompson, as his Bajic has made a breakthrough from defence. They're all getting in each other's way here. It's very narrow. Arts just cannot dig it out.
No, that's the reason for the substitution. Maicon is a natural centre forward, and that's been the gaping hole in their approach so far this evening. He's kicking the ground, getting in each other's way. The frustration building by the second.
So here's the change. Alex Terra had that really good chance in the first half. John Skip says they need him fit for at least 75% of the games this season. He's not quite got through 75 minutes tonight, and he is replaced by Maicon, ex of Nova Iguazu in Rio de Janeiro. Have I pronounced that correctly, Hobbs?
Very, very
You're the
well.
Brazilian expert.
Is that right?
That's what I'm told. Well, you're a Fluminense fan.
That should be it.
Foul given. Body check on Solorzano.
Colosimo drawn into the foul. Perhaps just timing a bit of an issue for Colosimo. It's once or twice he's been drawn into those sorts of situations. This is a very nice position for Melbourne victory.
The midway point of the second half. Broxham's ball in. And towards Grant Brebner, who delivers it back with real venom. Pops out here for Fashini. Hard appeal for offside, and those appeals are heeded. Caught offside on 6 occasions. Overall, Melbourne Heart have defended pretty well this evening. Up to this point, anyway. Here's Solorzano, and Curtis Good gets his body in the way again.
Well, by my reckoning, Harry Kewell's last 3 contributions have been instinctive first-time long-range passes, and each of them have been pretty close to gorgeous. You know, he's not dominating the flow of the game, Kewell, as some might be expecting him to do, but as the possession is falling his way, he is just really pulling out some nice passes.
Foul by Bajic. Another free kick for the victory. There has been a whole succession of set pieces for both sides. Bajic really got a knock in that challenge. Carlos Hernandez looking on. No doubt eager to get his chance. Rojas with the ball in. Again, it's not a great delivery. Easy for Shroy. Maicon helps the ball on its way. Brebner, that's a super ball by Grant Brebner. Rojas in behind. Shoots. And it's fairly easily fielded by Clint Bolton.
And now the field's open up for Melbourne Heart if they've got the intent.
And Morone certainly does. Galloping forward down the right flank. Maicon gives him an option. Which side is going to be able to break the deadlock if either of them can?
Well, that's a difference Colosimo brings. He read that one beautifully. Timed the tackle exquisitely.
And it looks as though we're going to see Carlos Hernandez very, very shortly. Hence the roar of approval in the background from the victory faithful. Perhaps he can unlock the door. Shank off the boot of Colosimo, and Richie Thompson was sniffing for the chance. Good recovery by the Hart defence. Harry Kewell. That was a good shout from Fabio. And a good challenge too.
He's built his case really impressively in the second half. I'm waiting to see if Fabio is going to be encouraged to attack the left wing. That was his first real effort to that effect in this half.
Fabio, time to measure the cross. Away by Bajic.
He did hit that crossfield pass for Rojas, which resulted in Solorzano having an effort on goal. And the numbers have fallen for Melbourne Heart here again.
David Williams has good speed. Across comes Vargas to cover. The ball is behind the oncoming Wayne Shroy. Another opportunity is wasted. Now here come the victory through Solorzano. Released by Kuehl. Rojas and Thompson wait. And he runs onto the brick wall that is Michael Moroni. Gaps starting to appear. Now here comes Melbourne victory change. Might be one for Melbourne Heart too. Jason Hoffman is ready for the visitors. Menendez, meantime, will replace Marco Rojas.
I imagine this means Archie Thompson will move out to the right-hand side for Rojas.
Jason Hoffman will replace Matt Thompson.
Excellent game from Matt Thompson. He showed his worth.
Bout of food poisoning, of course, laid Jason Hoffman low before the game against Perth last week. But thankfully he's recovered now. A little stumble by Moroni before he prepares to take the throw-in. Menendez trying to get involved straight away. Here's Jason Hoffman trying to get around the outside of Franjic, and a good first involvement for Jason Hoffman.
It was a very similar action to how he set up Mate Gigantic's first goal of the season against the Jets. And he's got a great length of stride, Jason Hoffman, and in full flight is quite a handful over those sorts of distances.
And it comes for Aziz Bajic, laid off for Gigantic. Head of Brebner. Corner for the Hearts.
Well, this has been a fascinating game. Melbourne victory really come into the equation this second half. Melbourne Heart now have restabilised themselves. This is a good period of concerted pressure. They'll be filthy on themselves if they don't win this match, when they've had enough good possession in dangerous parts of the field. And Takovic has stopped them on a couple of occasions, but really it's been their own lack of belief and or sloppishness.
Do you mean sloppiness, Hobbs?
I did. That's about the commentator's version of Melbourne Heart's finishing at the moment.
I finally caught you out after 2 years. Don't worry, mate. Won't be long before I make a
Well, if it's not a word, it should be.
Foul on Fashidi. Well, Fashidi really fired up for this derby. He was during the week as well at the press conference. He was filthy when he got a yellow card. Clearly body checked there by David Williams. Fashidi saying this week, if the derby flares up, it flares up. We'll cope with it. It hasn't really.
No, it hasn't at all.
It's been rather a tame derby. He, of course, is not playing. Sorry, Kev.
Well, the referee has been right on top of everything as well, and a really good game. I don't think he's caused.
Now here's Bajic, gets to the byline. It's a good delivery too to Gigantic. Well, perhaps he should have taken it first time. It was an awkward angle for him.
When the referee is getting close to 100% of the contentious calls right, if not 100%, that tends to take the heat out of things somewhat.
Another involved discussion between Kuehl and Ashley Beecham, and Stremdolovski too. Fabio throws his hands up in disgust. Well, if my lip reading is correct, Harry Kuehl is asking the decision here has gone Melbourne Heart's way. Fabio continuing the discussion. Here it is again. touches on that helps.
None.
Free kick for the Heart it is, though. Drilled in low and hard by Williamson. Kovic's handling has been safe and secure all evening.
How cool is that from Ante Kovic?
Long loping release too, and Clint Bolton knew he was perilously close to the edge of his penalty box. He comes out here for Hernandez, just can't keep it down. Well, in the end, it was probably clever play by Clint Bolton, but how about the earlier work from Ante Kovic?
Well, I thought that was a good variation from David Williams from that set piece, just to fire it in low through the traffic. Any sort of ricochet could have worked for Melbourne Heart. Ante Kovic was supremely calm, and then launching that counter-attack which tested out his opposite number, Clint Bolton. One of the few tests he's had tonight, in truth.
Shroy. It's not a bad idea by Shroy, and Fashini alive to the danger.
Well, that was excellent play from all players concerned. It's the non-verbal communication between Gigantic and Shroy. The pass from Shroy was good. The defending from Fashini, excellent. Well done to all three.
The corner count starting to rack up for Melbourne Heart. And I think if they don't win this, they will be pretty angry with themselves, the Hearts. Williams needs a better delivery. Good fist clear by Kovic. Then it comes for Gigantic. Not a great first touch. Back in towards Maicon. Might come out here for Wade Shroy. They've got men over. Oh, and it's blazed way over the crossbar by David Williams.
Well,
another good opportunity for Melbourne Heart.
Really good. I'm going to say, as poor as the finish was from David Williams, at least they looked like threatening the target. And there are plenty of numbers to do just that. And the ball skews out now for David Williams. He goes for full power, full instep, but you fancy inside of the foot, a little curler to the far post, a placement rather than power would have done the trick then.
Well, they scored from the penalty spot last weekend against Perth. Way off target with that. Here they come again, the team in red and white. Andy Vargas steadying the ship for the victory. On the defensive again, the home side. Maicon. Brebner prods it forward for Hernandez. Oh, he's on his own there, Carlos Hernandez. 10 minutes left in the derby. Mehmet Durakovic, only 2 and a bit games into the job, but already the pressure is on. Victory still searching for that all-elusive first goal. They've been under heavy pressure for large swathes of this game. Melbourne Heart have a player down injured at the moment. Harry Kuehl has put that into the stands behind. Maybe a bit of blood in the head of Michael Moroney. Another huge crowd at Etihad tonight, 39,309. Super turnout for the derby.
Well, they're severely outnumbered, the Melbourne Heart fans, but they've contributed to a great night of fandom. Melbourne Victory, of course. The army of Victory fans never fail to disappoint. The colour, the effort they go to support their team, the banners, the chanting, fabulous, really fabulous.
Williams. Now here's a chance, Jason Hoffman. Just couldn't hook it around enough either to pick out a teammate or to trouble Kovic. Solizano, I should say, is offside at the other end. There you go, I told him my arrow would come hot.
Yeah, at least you didn't make his name up, so it's still 1-0 to me. Well, Ante Kovic